So today I'm gonna change the transmission oil on this Mercedes Benz ML350. So we're gonna organize all the tools and replacement parts that we need. So this is the 80th transmission fluid that we're going to replace. I've got 9 liters here. It takes about 7 liters, but in the process we've got we'll lose some, so I've added more. I'm hoping that I'll be able to get all of that done. This is the pump that we're going to use to pump the fuel up the sump. This is the gasket or seal for the oil pan. The real reason we're changing this is so that we can change both the oil and the filter. So this is the filter that's gonna go into the sump, and we're gonna replace that. You've got this green knob here. It's an overflow plug, which tells you that the engine, the transmission system that we've got is the later model, the 722.9 transmission. In other models earlier than that, this overfill cap is actually white or clear in color. So that's an important one. Here I've got my oil pan plug that we're going to use, and then another one here that we're going to use for the torque converter. So we've got that, and then obviously the tools that we need. So I've got some ratchets there, some Allen keys. These are the new sump bolts. You need to replace them because they are torqued. Once you torque them, they stretch, and I've got myself a small torque wrench here to do that job. Yeah, so we're gonna get started and see how that goes. So there is the transmission oil pan. So we need to get to it, and the way to do that will be to remove this cover. This is the undercover of the vehicle, so we're gonna take that out. A few bolts in there. Come out. Okay, I'll take off the cover. To come out. Probably didn't need to take that big one out. But anyway, it's out now. So we have to take this one out also. So the drain plug was stuck. So as you can see, I had to chisel it out. Use the chisel with the hammer just to chisel it out in the end so that we can take it out. I stripped the place where the Allen key goes in, and I tried to open it up. It was stuck. Luckily, this replacement of oil comes with a new drain plug. We're also going to attempt to drain the torque converter, which also has some oil in it. This is going to be a challenging job. But that rubber here that you see opens up to the torque converter. I've just opened it. You see that silver shiny thing there? That's where the torque converter is. That's it. But the drain plug is not visible yet, so I have to turn the engine manually so that I can get to see the drain plug, and that we're gonna do right here. The engine is right here, so I'm gonna be turning the engine. You can see there is the engine. So we're gonna find a spanner that goes into a big bolt in here and turn it slowly until I can identify where the drain plug is for the torque converter. Let's try. To get better access to the torque converter drain plug, which I showed earlier, it's hidden inside here, that hole there in here, but I need to take this heat shield out, because if you don't, it's difficult to do that, and it's quite a tricky thing to do. One of the bolts is so far away and hidden. I'm gonna try and measure and see how much oil we got out there. So I couldn't take out the torque converter, so what I'm gonna do is put oil into the oil pan. The torque converter was quite difficult to get into. I needed a special Allen key which can wiggle in there, because it's not a straightforward thing to do. So I managed to turn the engine. I could see the small drain plug, but I couldn't access it. I could access it, but I can't find a spanner or a Allen key that can fit in there. So we're gonna put all the oil that we got out of there, and then we're gonna clean this pan out afterwards. But I'm doing this so that I can know how much more or less oil came out of there. I should be putting about a 5 liter if I took out the oil without the torque converter. As you can see, this is green oil, so it's not as dark, it's not too bad. I'm very happy about it. These magnets are very clean as well. I'll just clean them a bit. They don't have a lot of debris. If there was a lot of debris, I would be concerned. The purpose of the magnets is to catch out any small debris that grind while you're changing the gears. If there's too much of it, then we know that the engine, not the engine, rather the gearbox or transmission is affected. I'm not cleaning it properly, but I'm happy that we don't have a lot of stuff in there. That's quite good. Okay, let's take this oil out. Okay, first let me take out the filter. So this is the main thing that we're changing, is this filter and the oil. So it's a pretty clean oil. I'm very happy about this. Absolutely not too worried. So the car is still in a very, very good condition. If the transmission oil is like this, it tells me that it's been maintained properly. Yeah, even on the filter, this fabric material inside the filter, no metal debris at all. Very good. I'm gonna get quite a bit of life out of this engine and transmission, and if things are serviced like this, or cars are serviced like this, they last a very long time. This is how I've maintained many of my vehicles that I've had before. I do them myself, and I can guarantee that I'm able to get good life out of them. So now we're gonna get some of these just to measure, to know how much oil came out.
definitely more than 5 liters. This looks like more than 5 liters. If that is the case, it means that this car, unlike the earlier model, is able to take out a lot of the oil even without taking out the transmission. But we'll find out now. Let's see how much comes out of here. Maybe I'm speaking too quickly. This whole container that I'm pouring into, I've measured that it is exactly 4 liters when it's full to the brim. So hopefully I'm able to put in much of this oil. That way I know we've drained quite a lot. 2 liters, yeah, we've drained just about 5 liters because there's some spillage that came off. So I'm getting exactly 4 liters here. Oh, it's false. Exactly 4 liters. Look at that. Clean oil, exactly how it should be. Okay, perfect. So it looks like I may have taken out about 4.5 liters. But we do know how to measure when we put in, to make sure that we put in enough. There's a way to circulate it and measure, so we'll figure that out. Oh, I've got a lot of cleaning to do here. Next time I should put some cardboards under here so I don't have to mess up the floor, but we are now in the middle of it. So we're gonna clean up this stuff. I'm gonna remove this overfill. We have a replacement, so we're gonna use a new one. Now we're gonna clean this pen out. Make sure that it's all nice and clean. Clean the magnets. They're all good. Very clean. Perfect. I'll give it another wipe. Actually, I don't need to. Seems fine. Perfect. Put the magnets in here. That's where they were. Okay. Then we're gonna go under the car and clean the mating surface where this goes in. Then I'll use a cloth, a very clean cloth, to make sure that nothing gets to stick in the transmission mechanism. Okay, we're now gonna put everything back together. I'm gonna start with the filter. I've cleaned up around the mating surface, where the filter goes. And on this new filter, I've put in some bit of oil just here on the O-ring so that it doesn't struggle to go in. It's not much to it, you just push it until it clicks in, which is what just happened now. There we have it, our new filter is in. And now we need to put the oil pan. And then put all the bolts back together. Let's find out where they are. So remember, we put in new bolts, but from the old ones I need these brackets here that hold the pen together, to stay on. So we need that, so I'm gonna need them. So 1, 2, 3, and then this is for this side, the 2, 1 also for this side, and then there's one here which is different from the rest of them. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. Okay. pen is fit. Comes with a kit. Not complicated at all. Okay, I'm gonna fit it from outside. I think it's easier to do it that way. Or maybe not. Let's try it. Yeah, just go in there, man. Stop stressing me. Okay, there you go. All in. It seems good. It's important that it sits properly, otherwise it's gonna leak. Okay. I'm gonna need new bolts, which I already have. Oh, we shouldn't forget this. This is the drain plug. Overflow plug. Very important when we refill the oil, we need this plug to be in there. There we are. It's in. And then I'm gonna grab the new bolts. There we are. These are the new ones. I'm gonna get rid of these old ones so they don't get confused. Where are they? Go away. Great. So I only have the new ones here. I'm gonna start with the middle ones and then work my way out. This is gonna be a challenge. This gasket needs to be handled carefully. Oh, in fact, it has some grooves here where you click them in so it doesn't keep coming out. Okay, I didn't see that earlier, but now I have seen it. That way we know that it's not gonna keep coming out and wobbling out. There you are, there's a groove there. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so now perfectly snapped in. Make sure everything is in. There we are, there we are. So we're gonna go back and put you exactly where you come from. Before I tighten, I make sure that everything is in properly. This side everything is fine, the rubber is sitting nicely. Let's check on this side. Everywhere it is sitting absolutely perfectly, no issues at all. Yeah, sitting absolutely beautifully. Okay, so I'm gonna start with the one on this side. So we want this to hold like that, sits in there, and then put in one bolt. Okay, challenges when you're lying down as opposed to the proper workshop where they stand. But we're gonna get it there. Okay, here's the first one. Needs to move this way. Goes in nicely, hand tight. Tightening all of them before we start torquing them up. Okay, and tighten with the first one. Check the gasket or the sealer. the seal, to make sure that it's still sitting okay, still good. I feel it all over. Everything's still great. Yeah, everything is sitting perfectly. So I'm gonna go for the second one, which is this side. Again, we also need the bracket that holds it together. Put that in. Okay. It's going quite nicely. Okay. So basically, I'm not gonna film everything. The fitting in is the reverse of taking it out. So I'll come back and film while I take out while I fill the oil in, so you can see how that is done. But for purposes of now, I think we have done what we needed to do. You can see that it goes well. So the idea is to make sure that the brackets that hold the pen up go back to where they were. They are all the same except for this one here. This one here, which goes on this side. But anyway, I'm gonna tighten. The order for me would be tighten the middle ones first, then come to this one here, go to the one opposite, diagonally opposite, then do that one, and then this one, and then that will be the order to tighten it up. But I need to first make sure that they're all hand tight before I can go in there and tighten with my torque wrench. It's a 4 Newton meter is what's recommended, plus 180 degrees after you've reached your 4 Newton meter. That's the tightening mechanism. Great. Okay, now we're gonna torque these bolts to 4 Newton meter. This is my torque wrench. So we're gonna tighten it until we hear the click. Yeah, I just heard the click. So that's 4 Newton meter. Let's do this one here. There's a click. Perfect. So I'm gonna do one corner at a time. There's a click. Oh, now I'll come to this corner here. There we are. Click. Come to this corner here. I had the click. Yeah. Yeah. It's torqued. Come to this one here. Click. Perfect. 4 Newton meters. Let's check again. Hear the click. Okay, so I've got all 4 Newton meters. Now I need to go 90 degrees on all of them. So I'm gonna start here, and we wanna move 90 degrees. Sorry, not 190, it's supposed to be 180, sorry about that. Perfect. 180. I'm gonna go till we get to 180. Okay, my top wrench is wobbly, but that's because I don't have the right tool. Okay, this is where I am. I'm gonna mark here. I'm gonna change the tool to get to, so that I can get my 180 nicely.
So I was here, from there, perfect. Got my 180. Let's do this one here. So I want to finish that way. There we are. So I want to finish here. So I want to go 1. There's my 180. Perfect. Come to this side. So I can't finish there. So let's see how far I go. And then just add a little bit. Perfect. I want to finish there. Perfect. That works. Okay. Perfect. All of these are now tucked properly. Yeah. So we have a good tuck. Perfect. So now we need to take this oil pan. Okay, let's wait for the next step. Okay, so the car is on. I'm just gonna go ahead and cycle the gears with the brake foot on. Transmission not in park. Let's go vehicle rolling, that's okay. Go to neutral. Can hear it changing. Reverse. Neutral. Drive. I can only do drive 1, I can't do more than that on this car. Neutral. Drive. Can hear the car changing. Drive. Neutral. Reverse. Neutral. Drive. Reverse. So neutral, and then I'll put it on park. And then we're gonna use this machine here. This is the auto machine, which we're gonna use to get to check the temperature, and then keep filling until we are at the right level. So let's see that. Back. Selecting the right vehicle. Gasoline engine, that's the right vehicle. Diagnostic, control unit. We are doing, I think it's this one here, yeah. Transmission control unit, that's the one. We want live data. What is it that we want? Oil level check, shift programs, gear change, torque converter. Is that the right? No. Oil level check, let's try that. Oh yeah, there we are. This is the right one. Oil level check, and then transmission as well. So right now it's 25 degrees Celsius. It needs to go to 45. That's the operating temperature. So I need to go there and fill it up some more, given that we've been changing the gears and circulating them. I'm pretty sure that the oil has gone down a bit. So we're gonna go there and check it, but I just wanna wait until we can see the temperature changing. It's 25 degrees, it needs to go change so that I know it's working. I'm shifting the gears, neutral. You can see that it responds to that. I'm on gear 1. I'm on neutral. I'm shifting to reverse. That's all working. Neutral, gear 1. There, the temperature is changing, so you can see it's now 26. It was 25. So I'm gonna go under the car and keep filling the oil until it no longer comes out. What we're expecting is when it's done, it must just drip off a little bit, and then I'll close the plug. In the meantime, we're gonna continue. Somewhere where I can see it. This is a good spot there. I can see the temperature. If you open here, I don't expect anything to come out. Yeah, still coming out. Why? Okay, just a little bit. There we are. It's stopped. So you're gonna get more out of there. So this one here is for filling in. This one here is for new oil. Let's close that off. I'm gonna go up there and shift the gear some more and see what happens.
Temperature is at 30 at the moment, so still a while to go. Let's see how much oil we can get out of here. Let me take this one out. So as you can see, still dripping like this, so it needs more oil. So I'm gonna go ahead and give it more. So we've now done 5 pints. I'm going for the 6th one. Not 5 pints, 5 liters actually, because this is a 1 liter. Okay, so you come from here, you go in there, you're gonna go in there. At 50 degrees, and I'm gonna pump some more. Okay. Go up again and change gears. We are at 32 degrees temperature wise. It's going slow, man. Okay, I'm gonna check how much dripping is happening. Let's see how much comes out. A lot is coming out, so that's obviously still, I can't put more. I'll wait until the temperature reaches the right level and we check it again. But right now it's telling me it's full. Sounds about right, because we took out roughly 4.5 liters and we put in about 4.5 liters. So that seems to be quite right, the right amount. It means the rest of the oil is sitting in the top converter. Anyway, that's what it is. So we're gonna wait until it reaches temperature, then I'll come back. Three.
Temperature is really climbing, but very slowly. So I'm gonna keep waiting. I'm just gonna shift more gears and see if that makes a big difference for this one.
Okay, the car has now reached full temperature. It's now 90 degrees, so I'm happy with that. Let's check if it's still coming out. And if so, it's pouring out. We know it's full. If not, we're gonna add more. So it's pouring out. We need to wait until it starts dripping. When it starts to drip, then we know we've got enough. Still pouring out, so there's lots of it inside. I put 5 liters. Oh wow, that's a lot coming out. Wow. I didn't expect this much to come out. Now it starts to drip. At this rate, I'm gonna close it up. Yeah. Some will come out when I take this thing out. So this has to come out. And I better be ready to put this in. I think it's best if I'm upside down. Yeah. Put that in. And get this in. I don't want to strip you. Oh man. Never works well, eh? Yep. Oh, good. Done. I put everything together. So the car is hot now, so I've got to be careful. hot car. So basically we put in about 4 liters. That's what we took out, I believe.
Yeah, as a matter of fact,
We took out, we put in 5 liters. This is the one that was pouring out. Means I'd put in 6 liters there instead of the 5. And I think that's pretty much what we took out. If you can see, this is the 4 liter that we took out. I measured that container, plus a little bit of this that's left in there. Should be a good 5 liter that came out, and we managed to put in back 5 liters, including a bit of the spillage.
this is mission success. So this vehicle has now got new life in its transmission. We've serviced it. We're gonna do it again at 60,000 kilometers.